Hey, what's up, BFD? It's Becky, and this week we're talking about defining moments in our lives. Let's see. First big defining moment in my life was probably when I got pregnant with my first child. I was 19, had just moved out to California to kind of get away from Kansas and party with my brother, and got into a relationship, I guess you could call it. It wasn't really a relationship, it was just kind of messing around. And I ended up getting pregnant, and it was difficult to try and decide what I was going to do about it. Me and my brother had recently got evicted from the apartment we were living in California, and so me and him were both living in a motel at the time when I found out I got pregnant. So I tried to decide whether I was going to keep the baby or not, and I couldn't go ahead and do an abortion for just personal reasons. I couldn't do it, and then thought about adopting or giving it up for adoption, because I'm adopted myself, and I thought that might be an option, but I just couldn't do it in the end, and so I chose to keep the baby and chose to stay with the father, and we weren't really dating or anything at the time, so that was kind of a hard decision. So I moved in with him to his brother's wife's mom's living room, and we lived there for a while. And so that time of my life was hard because one, I was still really young when I got pregnant and wasn't quite ready for that. And two, their dad is Hispanic, so I moved into a Hispanic family's house, only Spanish speaking. So it was hard, kind of a culture shock for me coming from Kansas and living with that, because I didn't really know anything about the Hispanic culture and didn't speak Spanish, so it was hard to get adjusted to. But getting pregnant actually changed a lot of things for me. At the time, I was really into drug use, doing cocaine, smoking weed, drinking all the time. And once I got pregnant, it was pretty easy for me to just stop doing all that. I don't know, I just couldn't do it while I was pregnant. I didn't think that was right, obviously. And so that kind of helped me out because I wasn't really going anywhere in life really before that. I was just partying all the time and hanging out with the wrong people, and barely graduated high school, and just not really doing much with my life except drugs. So I always say that getting pregnant and having her kind of saved me from going down that wrong road for a long time. And yeah, so in a lot of ways I think it helped me out a lot, and changed my life for the better probably. I got pregnant again 2 years after that and had my son with the same father. And then, things just didn't work out with us at all. And so I ended up leaving him probably a year after my son was born. And that was probably for the better as well, because we just were horrible together and hated each other, and so it just wasn't a good fit for us. Another defining moment, of course, is when I started having a crush on this girl and, you know, we had, like, flirted and stuff before that, but, you know, nothing had ever happened because I was in a relationship with a man. And then one time we were at the bar together, and, you know, we were both drinking and hanging out with all of our friends and stuff. We had some mutual friends, and we ended up kissing. And I was like, ooh. And you just kind of have like a flashback to throughout your life, thinking like, like, you know, I had always questioned before, like, if I was a lesbian, because I was really attracted to girls and stuff, but it just never really occurred to me that I was like, oh, I'm a lesbian. Like, it just, you know, you grow up thinking man and a woman, you're supposed to get married, have kids, whatever, that's supposed to be your life. And so, you know, even though I had questioned it, it had never really occurred to me that that was a possibility until I actually kissed a girl, and it was like, you know, the aha moment of like, oh, so this is what it feels like to kiss someone you should be kissing. And, you know, the flashback to your life, just thinking about all the times that you, or the times that I would, you know, have a crush on girls, or want to be close with girls, or whatever. So, yeah. So, and then that stemmed into a relationship. My other my other time in my life, I guess I would say it stemmed from that relationship with my first girlfriend, is when it ended. I was completely in love with her, unlike I've been in love with anybody in my life, and it just ended kind of out of nowhere, and I didn't really understand why. But I learned from that no matter how much you love somebody, they might not love you the same way back. And it was really hard for me to understand that and grasp that at the time, because you figure you love somebody so much that they should love you the same way back, or you think that they love you the same way back, and it's just not the case all the time. You know, love is never equal, or it can be, but it rarely is, I think. So it was really hard for me to go through. One, because it was my first relationship with a woman. I felt like I had finally found someone that, you know, I really loved, really wanted to be with, and for it to end, I just didn't understand why. And it took me a really, really long time to get over that and to get past that. And I learned a lot from that situation, and probably made me kind of guarded towards other people, like my next relationships, because I just, you know, since then haven't really fully opened up to anybody, or given them the amount of love that I probably opened up and gave her. So I was hurt by that, but it happens to all of us, and it's a learning time and a lesson, and you get over it, and you grow from it, hopefully, and move on. Those are probably the three defining things in my life so far. You know, every day is kind of every day is a new day, and every day is something, you know, new that you have to get through. And right now I'm just working towards getting through life one day at a time. I'm still in school, trying to get through that. I'm tired of going to school. I feel like I've been going to school forever now, trying to get my graphics design degree, and it's just a struggle right now. To go to the school that I want to go to is ridiculously expensive, so I might not be able to go to it. which kind of hinders my dream a little bit. But I'm gonna keep trying. So anyway, it was good to see everyone's videos, and you know, everyone on this channel is a really strong woman, so that's awesome. We'd like to see your guys' response to this too, and your defining moments. So send us video responses and comments, and send us topic requests. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We would appreciate that. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.